Hey, greetings YouTube fans, it's the Affliction Builder, coming back to you today. I haven't done a gun video in, well, it's been a little while since I've been out talking to you fellas, ladies. Today, this is basically what I wanted to talk to you about. If you remember, this was my Mini 14 that I converted to the wood laminated stock that I got. By the way, this is unloaded just for show. But anyways, what I did with this was, if you could see this is a choate machine tool, flash hider, sight, all in one. And if you could see this Mini 14 that I got is what they call this as a 580 series. 580 series basically means that if you can see this taper, how it kind of goes thick to thin, and this is about a 625 barrel diameter, then it gets thicker. On all the earlier prior 580 models, I think 183s, 189s, you know, back in the day, they were skinny barrels. And because of the skinniness, you had a lot of fluctuation. And sometimes the barrel would whip. And a lot of people, they sell aftermarket parts to have a piece of metal or a flange that goes underneath it, you know, that clamps onto here, and then you'll see them clamp onto the barrel, try to minimize that. And then at some point, I don't know when, maybe 2000, 2004 or something, they came out with this tapered version, which is on a tactical model, 16 inches, 16 and a quarter, and it's tapered. And I think that solved a lot of problems for people. So my situation was that it had the bird cage, and it was a little longer than the 16 inches. It might have been 16 3/4, you know, 16 and a half. And I wanted to get this application because it looks shorter, even though it's still over the 16-inch legal limit. You know, if it's under that, then it'd be a SBR. It's still the legal limit, but it looks relatively shorter than the other setup. And when I came with it, it had a flash hider, it had a little bit of rifle space of the barrel, and then it had a screw-on flash hider. And then I took the screw-on hider off and I put on a thread protector, and it just looked kind of funky, you know, because I had the sight and then barrel and a flash hider. It didn't look that visual appealing to me. And, you know, lately that's kind of what I've been about. I like, you know, kind of the way things look. And one of the older minis are the AC 556s, which were the full auto versions of these. They actually had a sight that you could buy, and this top strap comes off. It's the sight, and then the barrels would be about 13, 14 inches, and then they screw it on. And then one of the blogs I read, the guy, he made a SBR, and he said when he had nothing on it, it shot really, I guess, a lot of fireball and everything. So he says, you know, he almost got out to this same configuration, and for the price of the SBR, he only gained like an inch. So this here would be maybe an inch shorter. And then he showed 4 or 5 of his other rifles that were about the same size. So he said, you know, like I say, it looks pretty short with this, you know, and that's kind of the look I was going for, you know, still 16 inch. I didn't want to make it an SBR, and it looks pretty cool with just a little bit of that sticking out. But it didn't take long. I mean, you just cut down the barrel. Choate gives you a screw right here that is a set screw, so you can position it wherever you want on the barrel. Line your sights up, then front to rear. You go ahead, tighten that up, and then what I did was there's 2 taper pins. Actually, I used just one I didn't think I need to warrant the two. It's a 1/8 inch taper pin. I got a 1/8 inch blade or screw bit, drilled it out, and then I just tapped the taper pin in there. And it worked. They say you could use a 7/64 to start it. I just used the 1/8. I didn't have a problem with it. And then just to be safe, I may just have a buddy of mine just hit that, with a weld. It's pretty permanent the way it is, but to keep everything, I probably just hit that maybe with a weld on there. But it's not going anywhere. And the sight, it lines up pretty good. You look, you can see the barrel in there. I recrowned it, whatnot. But I really like it, man. It's a nice weapon. It's fairly short for a rifle or a carbine. And this one is, again, if you order this from Choate, get the 580 stainless. I don't think they may have it in blue, but they have the old ones prior to the 580. Which the barrel would be, this one is 625, it's for the 580 and over. If you have a skinnier barrel, or the old barrel, they make one for that, and then they also make an M14 one, which is, the flash hider's a little longer, the cuts are a little longer, doesn't have these 3 circles, but it looks like an M14 one. They don't make that one for the 580. This is the only one I know of. I think Brownells may sell it too, but I think Brownells had it for like $47.99. I got this from Choate. It was in stock. I think it was $54, and it was here. They mailed it out in 2 days. It arrived to my house, and I put it on. Took me about an hour. Had the instructions with it. I was very pleased at the overall look of it now. It's kind of the look I'm going for. I don't know if I'm going to spray paint that black to match it. The contrast, to me, it doesn't look too bad, But anyways, that's what I did to it. If you're thinking about making yours a little shorter or putting a flash hider on it, this Choate definitely way to go. There's other out there, but I didn't have any problem with this. It fitted like a glove. The only thing I could say about these minis is, if you're going to get into this platform, if I didn't tell you, get the factory mags, Ruger factory mag, 20 and 30s. I haven't had any luck. I went on a discount situation, and I bought some 40 round mags. They were like $12 online, Midway, or cheaper than dirt. And it's like, wow, these are like third of the price. And all 3 or 4 of them were shit. I mean, they were all, for whatever reason, the metal, the sizing of them, they didn't wear these. I know these are like $39-40 a piece, but you get with this what you pay for, and it fits like a glove every time. No problem. Last bolt holds open. You can't beat it. If I didn't have these mags, I would probably get rid of this. That's how much a pain in the ass it is if you don't have the Ruger mag. I just haven't run into. They say the Tapco mags, I think the plastic mags, but with the wood stock and the old look to it, I've always liked the way the metal, whether they're stainless or blue, I just like the way they look in the Mini. The plastic, to me, in an AR it doesn't look bad, but in the Mini I just never liked the look of the plastic mag. That's just me. But I've heard Tapco, I think they said, works fairly well, but I've never messed with it. So when I got this, I bought 4 or 5 of these, and then when I shoot it, I know it's going to work. I know it's going to lock on the last load, and there's no problem with these, But anyways, that's what I did. I just want to let you guys know. So there's the new flash hider. Choate machine tool, riflestocks.com. They did a very good job with it. Didn't take me that long to do it. And like I said, I didn't do it with a drill press. I did it with a regular cordless drill. A little bit of oil. Take your time. The holes, as you can see, they're pre-drilled. These come pre-drilled or pre-dented, so you know you don't even have to use a punch to start it. Very easy. Very, you know. So, anyways, that's Affliction Builder Mini 14 flash hider modification, and I'll see you next time. You know, if you have any comments, leave them below, and I'll try to answer any questions you have. Thank you. Peace.